Ibn Masud radiallahu anhu, a great companion, great sahabi, a mountain in this religion. But you know what, subhanAllah, physically, he was very, very, very short. Very small. So small that when he's with the companions, the wind blows him into a tree. He's at the trunk of a tree, and he's blown into that tree by the wind, and his legs are exposed, and the Sahaba laugh at him. And the Prophet ﷺ, he didn't let that go. You know, by the way, the Prophet ﷺ was not one to stop people from laughing. Like you see this consistently throughout the seerah, he'd jump in, ﷺ. He'd joke with them when he saw them joking and having fun. But not at the expense of this man's self-esteem. Rasulullah ﷺ said, "What are you laughing about?" So they knew it was serious. He said, "Ya Rasulullah, his legs are so small. They're like twigs, right?" Rasulullah ﷺ, he said, "But those two legs in the sight of Allah on the day of judgment are the size of Uhud." How many of you have seen Mount Uhud? If you see the mountain of Uhud, one of the mountains of Jannah, it's a huge mountain. Rasulullah ﷺ said, Ibn Masud radiallahu anhu on the day of judgment will be walking and his legs will be the size of Uhud. You're talking about him, you don't know who he is. That's the attitude of the disbelievers. And interestingly enough, Ibn Masud was the one who ended Abu Jahl. And Abu Jahl was the size of Umar bin Khattab radiallahu anhu, a huge man. And when Ibn Masud radiallahu ta'ala anhu climbed, he literally climbed up on top of him when he was laying down to finish him in the battle of Badr. And Abu Jahl is so arrogant. He looks up and he's like, "This is who's going to kill me? This guy?" He said, you've climbed the difficult mountain, Ya Rawai al-Ghanam, you shepherd of sheep. Who do you think you are? You're going to kill me? Can you go call Umar bin Khattab or someone great so at least I can go with some dignity? He's upset that Abdullah bin Mas'ud is killing him because Abdullah bin Mas'ud is so small. And he even asked Ibn Mas'ud, he says, "Who's winning the battle right now?" And Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu says, "Al-ghalabatu lillah wa li rasulillah ya adu Allah." Victory is to Allah and His Messenger, O enemy of Allah. And he was the one, subhanAllah, that took the life of Abu Jahl, who took the lives of so many believers. Look at the confidence that was instilled in Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu just by being told by the Prophet ﷺ. You know, Rasulullah ﷺ is saying this in front of him. His two legs are like the size of Uhud on the day of judgment. He's telling Ibn Mas'ud, even though as he's reprimanding the Sahaba, he's telling Ibn Mas'ud as well, don't worry what they say about you. You're good. You're okay. Don't worry about it. You're better than that. You're better than most of the companions. And this is a fact. Ibn Mas'ud is from the greatest of the companions of the Prophet ﷺ. He has such a status in this religion. It's incredible. You know, when you go into studying hadith, you see sometimes names and they're very strange. Like you'll see Abu al-Batn, the father of the big stomach. It's a hadith narrator. Tufayl ibn Ubay ibn Ka'ab radiallahu ta'ala anhuma. You find different narrators, different names. You see Abdullah. And there are over 300 Abdullahs from the Sahaba. But when it's just Abdullah, it's Ibn Mas'ud. Meaning what? It's no need to even say Ibn Mas'ud. That's the greatness of this man in our religion. Do you think that Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu, when he shows up on the day of judgment with his legs the size of the mountain of Uhud, will be thinking to himself, yeah, this is great, but I wish I could have been a little bit taller in dunya? You think he cares? You think it matters to him at all?